Welcome back to PYJynJoy, Messages from the Divine. This is Charmaine, your holistic life coach, coming to you with a message for the collective. So it may or may not resonate with you, but take from it what you will and use it to improve your life. So before we get started, let's cleanse the energy of the space and see what the angels have to tell us today. So, angels, what message do you have for the collective today? Angels, what message do you have for the collective? Angels, what message do you have for the collective today? So let's split the deck, see what we get. And we have, this is the King of Earth. This card reminds me of my dad. And then 7 of Air. So with the King of Earth, Earth is all about pentacles. It's your money. Look at the green. Your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, your support, your prosperity. And it says generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. You see the king, he's sitting there on his throne, he's leaned back, he has wings behind him. So the the Earth suit covers the fairies represent the earth suit. And there's a lot of butterflies around him, a rainbow in the background. So rainbows are also about new beginnings, fresh starts, butterflies, transformation. So there's something really good going on with you money-wise. And then it says 7 of Air. 7 is all about your inner wisdom, your insight, spirituality. Air is your mental, your mindset, so the swords. And this suit is represented by a unicorn. So you see there are 2 people surrounding, in there with the unicorns, and they're in a forest that's a little darker. And it says plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. But this says successful time, this says poor timing. So divine, what does that mean for the collective? And we'll do a 5-card spread. And speaking of 5 of Earth. And this is your immediate past. So think of something maybe 5 weeks ago that happened. So again, Earth is your money. You can see that there's a tower in the distance that's a home, a building, and it has the a little globes of 5 globes that have little pentacles inside. So it says fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So that could be with the mental. So maybe ultimately you'll become the king, but that mental, having that anguish of not knowing plans need to be revised and all of that type of stuff, well, that could be from your job. So let's see what else we get. So we have for the present, Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. So you see here, the water is represented by mermaids. So this mermaid is floating up above the water. She's surrounded by orca or killer whales, or they're also known as the wolves of the sea. And then there's some dolphins as well. And then you see the cups underneath the water. So with that, it says a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase for heightened psychic abilities. So you may need someone, because Page is someone that's less experienced. So it would be Page, a queen, king, emperor. So with that, you have the new person could be coming in that will help you with, look at the money. Cups, water is the cup, so it's your emotions. So there could be someone coming in that is intuitive, that is sensitive, that's artistic, friendly, that can help you to get past this money that's not working quite right, or the mental that's causing you to have this conflict going on. So that's the present. The immediate future is 10 of fire. 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, so it's new beginnings. Fire is all about your passion, your creativity, your drive, sensuality as well. But in this case, it's looking more like a work deal. And this is represented by dragons. So you see this dragon is flying, and in his hand he has some 10 wands that are fierily lit wands. And it says, too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. And that's similar to what this was saying about fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others. So you're going about things and you're not getting the help that you need because you're trying to do it all on your own. Your passion and your drive is making you forget and be more egotistical. You need to accept the help that you can get. Otherwise, your health is not going to do well. You need to be sure that you are accepting the help from others accept the help from this page that's coming in there to try and guide you and give you some type of relief. So now your distant past is more fire, 4 of fire. So 4 is about your foundation. And again, your earth is your foundation. And it says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So somewhere in the distant past, you had quite a bit of success. So your foundation is there. 4 is foundation. It's also patience and planning. Your foundation is there to do well. You had the abundance. You use your creativity well, but somehow you were messing up with the money. Messing up the money, honey. So that's something that you will have to do from the distant past to the immediate past. That's something lacked in between. So we'll get into each one and find out what. But first we'll look at what the distant future card is, and it's 9 of air. And again, it's the mental. 9 is completions, it's endings. And you see the unicorns are all laying down in the forest, and they're like, okay. And it says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So you're keeping yourself up in the distant future. You're still letting that mental get in there. Remember the mental card from before. So you're letting your thoughts get into your mind and messing you up and causing you to have these sleepless nights and to doubt things and think that the worst is coming when it's not. So let's see what all of this is about, starting with the 4 of fire. Divine angels, what can you tell us about this distant past? And before we get into it, remember again, this message is for the collective. So it may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take from it what you can, and that will help you. But you have your free will. So you can take this message and transmute it. Put it to what's best for you. It's not saying this is what you absolutely have to do. So tell us, angels, about this distant past where we have this abundance, but somehow it's leading to fear surrounding money. So divine, what happened? Divine angels, what happened? 4 of earth, 4 to 5. Didn't I say, look, can't make it up, leading from 4 leading to 5. So it says 4, you can see the fairy, she's there. There's a little golden like bucket on a chain that's filled with more pentacles, like little fairies are inside. There's a mini fairy sitting next to her and she's looking like, So it says being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decision. And it says giving to those less fortunate. So you had the money and you had the thing, but you were beginning to be frivolous. So obviously that's what you did. You had this abundance and you were like squandering it in some way. Not necessarily that you were giving it to those less fortunate, but that you were not doing the right thing with your money, which led you to have this fear surrounding it. So you have to accept help from others. So maybe you made a wrong investment and now you need to speak with someone else that can help you to get that money back on track, because the market is something that's very volatile right now. So who knows what to do with it, but get the advice that you need because you don't want it messing up your money too much. So let's ask another about the distant past, divine. What more can you tell us? So they have the abundance, they got frivolous. What is this all about? And we have the sun. Well, you still have the sun. 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 is new beginnings. And it says Archangel Uriel. You see that he's on this promontory and the sun is rising behind him. His wings are just beginning to unfurl, like the sun is coming across the horizon. Sunflowers are below, a bunch of different butterflies fluttering. So it says happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. And that could be it too. You're just not feeling very confident. And when you begin to lose confidence, you begin to doubt yourself. And then that can mess up your creativity. Remember, fire is all about creativity. You had the abundance because you were creative. But when you let the mental get into your mind, when you let the mental thoughts of negativity, self-doubt, all of that can whittle away at your creativity. And then if your creativity is your money is based on your creativity, then you're going to lack. So that's also like I'm a writer. So if I have a writer's block and I can't write and then letting it get to be worse and worse, the creativity just isn't there and I'm thinking negative, then that I'm not getting any sales because I'm not putting out books. So think of something that's going on and write it in the comments. What's happening with you or that had happened with you in the distant past that caused you to lose your creativity and it began to impact your money. So now let's move to the immediate past at the 5 of earth. Angels, what can you tell us about that? What can you tell us, angels, about that? Two of fire. See, the page is coming. Two, partnership. You need to work with someone else. Get your creativity back by partnering with another. You see these two fairies? They have their sword, their wands rather. They're stepping forward. They're smiling. One is leading the other. So like the page that's coming. So you need to branch out, like it's saying, get help from others. So it says you've come into your own new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. And that's what you have to do. Keep your creativity going by partnering with someone else. If it gets a little stagnant, someone else can come in and help to jumpstart you again. So that's what this is telling you. You got to keep your creativity on fire. Now, tell us some more about this immediate past, angels. What more can you tell us about that? And we have Queen of Air. You have to become the queen of your thoughts. Don't let any mental stuff block you and mess you up. That's what it's telling you. Independent, experienced, realistic, witty. You see how she's looking at her crystal ball and inside is a unicorn? So she has it trapped. She has control of her emotions in the palm of her hand. She's not letting anything get out of sorts. And it says objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. So again, remember to laugh. Look, see, they're smiling, that pair there. So that's what it's telling you. You have to get in control of your emotions because, see, again, you're in the distant future. What's happening? So let's get into the present. Angels, what can you tell us about the present? So now the collective has gotten their mental together. They've gotten the partner that they need. Tell us more about this page of water. And we have more water, 5 of water. And it shows things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive in the situation, crying over spilled milk. And you see the goblets, they're like tumbled over. So it's like at the bottom and they're knocked over, they're spilled. 5 is change. So you have to change it up. Your emotions also, just like your mental, you have to get it into control or else they'll just run wild and can make you mess up and tumble, knock things over. It's just spilling everywhere. But you don't need to be sitting there in victimhood. Get your thoughts together, start afresh. A mistake can happen, but you don't learn if you don't make mistakes. So you have this new partner. You're working together. Maybe you're just not understanding how to work with someone. Creatives sometimes like to work solo, but you are someone who needs to work with another because it keeps telling you can't do it on your own. So get it under control. Now, tell us one more card about this present situation, angels. What more can you tell us about that? And we have this card wanted to pop up. Well, Ace of Fire. There you go. You got it together, honey. Ace is 1, new beginnings. Standing there, now you're smug again, grinning, wand over your shoulder, multiple yellow butterflies around you. It says an exciting new career opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. 5 change, remember? So you changed your life. You got over all those emotions that were getting you. Maybe you don't take constructive criticism well and you were letting it get all in your head. Well, don't. Ace is 1, new beginnings. You've got it. You don't have to worry about it. You keep going because from Ace of Fire 1 to 10 of Fire 1, too much work, accept help from others, you're still go back and forth. You have to stay on track. Let's see. What does that mean? Angels, what in the immediate future is it going to be where the collective, and again, put it in the comments. I would love to know where you are with this. How is this resonating with you? So we have, well, Ace of Fire, Ace of Water. 1 again, your emotions. Now you're in control of your emotions. You got in control of your thought, of your creativity and your passion. So it says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So remember in these past 2 cards, we had people coming in to help you, partners. So now that's what you have to do. You're falling in love with this, your resurgence of a relationship. So you're realizing you can't just do it on your own. You have to work with others. I'm not going to tell you again. You have to work well with others. Sometimes you have to work as a team and you have new beginnings. So tell us some more, angels, about this immediate future. What more can you tell us about that? Justice, 8. 1, 2, look, again, 2, balance. The sword is raised up. The scale is in one hand, the sword is in the other, trying to cut through. And what does it says? What does it say? Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. 8 is about money, prosperity, strength. So be strong. Now, again, if you feel that you are right and you are right, and it's not that you're just in your head about someone telling you something, stand up for yourself. You're in a partnership, speak up, but also be sure that you're being fair and you're being just. Don't just do something to just like cut off your nose to spite your face type of thing, using the sword the wrong way. Use it so that you are expressing yourself clearly and letting them know that what your idea is going to work, it is right, and stand up for it. But again, be fair and be just. Don't just do it because you want to be egotistical. Do it because it is the right thing. Okay. Now, let's go to the distant future where we have this 9 of air, expecting the worst. So why the collective feeling that way, angels? Tell us what's going on in the distant future. And we have the emperor, 4. So 4, again, is about your patience, your planning, your foundation, the structure that things are built upon. The emperor is a leader. There's someone that is in control, that the people believe, they follow them because they're fair and they're just. Okay, fair, 4 into 8, it divides itself. 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So you will have to take on a leadership role, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership, Archangel Michael. So he's sitting there on his throne, the emperor in control, arms folded, just like the arms are folded here with the Ace of Fire. Well, the emperor's arms are folded as well, because it's just showing that that is someone who is very, very confident. Don't expect the worst. You're sitting there expecting the worst. Don't. Go back and take on the attributes of a leader. Get organized, be logical, structure, discipline, leadership, all of that. The sleepless nights are not necessary because you are going to be successful. Okay, so tell us one more card, angels, about this distant future and letting the collective know to take on that leadership role. You are a partner with someone now, but you can, in the distant future, once you've gotten it together and balancing your emotions and your thoughts on things, and learning to work with another, take on the leadership role. Remember, it's also said stand your ground, stand up for your beliefs. Look what came back up, all that shuffling. The King of Earth is back, and that's that. So again, it goes back to being generous, professional, responsible, practical. And remember, I said it could be where it was the 7 of swords, of air rather, and on the right and on the left it was the king. I said to you in the beginning, it's where you're going to start that way, but you're going to end this way. And that's what you just did. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. And I'm going to leave it with that. That is it for you. That is it for you. Started out with the mental, got it together with working with someone else, resparked that creativity. You got under control, controlling your emotions like the queen did, and thinking rightly leads you to a leader and leads you to your bank. So let's see what crystal will enhance this message for you, divine. A collective. You can be divine too. Everyone has a bit of divine in them. So, divine, what crystal will enhance this message for the collective? Divine, what crystal will enhance this message for the collective? Divine, what crystal will enhance this message for the collective? And we have, oh, rhodochrosite. Remember your worth. Okay? Remember your worth. You started out abundance, for fire, contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. For your foundation, you're on a foundation of prosperity and abundance, contentment. So as you're going through all of this, remember your worth. Remember your worth. Remember your worth. Okay? That is your message. I hope it resonates with you. If it did, drop it in the comments. Tell me all about it. Tell me where you are in this phase of this message. Also, share. I'd appreciate it if you would like the video, share the video so it can get out further into the collective so more and more people can hear it. If it didn't resonate with you, well, I hope that it did, because it's ending up with some money. But if it didn't resonate with you, I'd be so thankful if you would share it with your friends, share it with your family. Someone out there needs to hear this. Otherwise, the message would not come through from the divine. And subscribe to PYJynJoy. Click the notification bell so you know when I post, but I do post every day, so you'll see that. And also, if you want to go one-on-one, go to PYJynJoy, PYJynJoy.com, and book a session with me. Until we see each other again, love, light, and joy.